Hi guys, welcome to another daily video. This one is again sponsored by Elizabeth from the Switzerland. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. This is already her third video she's sponsoring, so one of the big times and regular sponsor. And today I would like to show you a little bit of the magic of the thinking the loser trick count, trying to use that in the bidding, and at the end, once you reach the possible good contract, you better declare well, so you get your bonus of a lot of imps. So let's see. This board comes from the Federation tournament, which, well, I did okay, but still I was 9th, so 8 people managed to do better, but on this one, not on this one. So guys, what is it all about? So we have kind of a boring hand with 4 full majors and balanced hand. Partner opens, not saying much, 1 club, and East overcalls 1 heart. So you obviously want to play in spades and to show your 4 card, so you double and hope that you will be playing in spades, maybe 1 no trump, and if partner will bid 2 clubs, I will be passing 2 clubs. Partner jumps to 2 spades. The description actually in here with Funbridge is 12 to 15, exactly 4 cards. But partner had a chance to bid 1 spade, right? If we get this explanation and we see our hands like 10, even including a doubleton jack, that's actually kind of a boring hand, and the first thing you might have an idea that you are passing. But if you think for the second time, why is partner jumping to 2 spades? So either he is having a maximum of the 1 no trump weak opening, so like 14 high cards with a balanced hand, or more likely this should be semi-balanced hand with clubs and spades. And if partner has such hand, semi-balanced 12 to 14, that actually is 7 losers. And what is those 7 losers? Well, obviously if partner is having 5 clubs, 4 spades, 2 hearts and 2 diamonds, then we cover those 2 losers with ace, king and diamonds. The queen of spades is for sure that partner missed that honor, so that's another loser. So we're covering 3 losers with honors for sure. So suddenly if you subtract from 7 3 losers, it seems like we are making 3 spades. But then, if partner is having 5 clubs, I have a doubleton and I have the jack. So if partner counted the queen of clubs, which is missing, I actually have a good chance that either it drops, I finesse it, or that the clubs split and I manage to ruff the 3rd round of clubs. If partner doesn't have, if partner has the queen of clubs, he might be missing the king. So suddenly it might be finessed. There's another chance that there might be a finesse in spades, or that partner has a singleton heart and 3 diamonds. Then I might dump my diamond on the clubs. If partner has, for example, king, queen in clubs, I can establish a side suit and discard the diamond loser here and ruff it at the end with my last trump. So see that if you really think not your hand, but you think partner's hand, because he has a better shape, and he's stronger, so if you think losers and how you with his hand and how you cover those losers with your hand, you can actually manage to be aggressive, invulnerable, especially invulnerable, to jump to 4 spades and not only invite, but really to bid a game on this board. That's how hard you might think and predict things before you see what is the actual dummy and the layout. And see that partner really had 5 4 2 2, and not only that, he has a pretty good hand with 3 aces. See that the jack of diamonds is kind of useless and the jack of hearts is also useless. So yes, you might say he has 14 points, but actually he has 3 good tricks. If you count the losers, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so every suit 2 losers and only 1 loser in hearts, so that's 7 losers, and I'm covering 1 2 3. Hopefully, well, right now the queen drops, so actually we covered 4 losers. So that seems that we are making the contract. But those losers were only theoretical. In reality, we have all the club losers. Well, not all, because the queen is done, and we have the jack to cover one of the low cards, and we might ruff one. Still, we have an extra 1 club loser, which we need to get rid of, and it's not possible actually to get rid of for 2 ruffs and then drawing the trumps. So you need to adjust your plan. The queen of clubs is for sure a short clubs, because why would East lead a club in this position if this is not a singleton or maybe even a doubleton, but it's more likely that this is a singleton, because that's a very bad lead. If you lead a doubleton queen into the declares long suit, well, that's a suicide, unless it's a singleton. So if you know all of that East is having 5 hearts, maybe even 6, but 5 hearts and a singleton club, then you might get his distribution right, because if he's having 5-1, he will have 4-3 in diamonds and spades. See that West plays the 2 of clubs, which is actually showing an odd number of cards, so it cannot be 3, it must be 5. So we will see what will be the distribution in diamonds by playing the diamonds. We see the 5 and the 3, so this is the lowest card, this is not the lowest, so this is a bit strange, but we see the 9 and we see the 4. So actually East signaled an even number of cards and West signaled odd, but actually with 3 and the 9 followed, he will probably have the queen and a 10, so he couldn't give the proper count. That means that East is actually having 4 diamonds, and therefore if he has only 5 hearts and 1 club and 4 diamonds, he will have 3 spades. So with that, so right now we have a spade loser, we have a heart loser, and we have club, heart, and a spade loser. But we must make sure that we don't lose 2 spade tricks. So I'm going to play a club and try to establish the 10, so we can prepare for cross ruff or prepare for establishing the clubs. And East is ruffing. So suddenly he's only 2 spades left, but we need to keep in mind that the 10 of clubs is not a winner. So it's not like that easy. Okay, so we win with the ace. Right now I still have the heart loser and I have a spade loser. I have to prepare for the cross ruffs. So this is already this is the first round of heart, but if I play the hearts and East wins, he can play another heart and West can ruff. Then if I will be playing the clubs, East is ruffing in front of me, so he will not ruff with the king and he will not ruff with the 10. So he will be discarding his losers. And that's actually an issue, and that's the difficult part of this board. You actually have to prepare that East is discarding the hard losers, so you cannot ruff now the club and then escape with the heart, because then you will lose the last hard ruff. There's only king, jack, 10 and the 4 missing. So I actually have to ruff hearts twice. And if West is having jack 10 and he will ruff the first one with the 10, I have to overruff, cross to my hand and play another heart, and then he will overruff with the jack. So then I will go down. But see here on the right side, East ruffed with the 7, so I don't think that he is having the 4. So that means, since we know the wall distribution, that East is having 5 hearts, 1 club, 4 diamonds and 3 spades, we actually know that we have to play the heart, because now East either has to play a diamond, or he has to play a spade, or he has to play a heart. And if he plays a heart, we play the 6, he has to ruff with the 4 or the jack or the 10, whatever he has, But right now we are actually ready for the cross ruff. See, that was the third heart he played. Now he's trying to ruff with the king. We discard our last loser and easy at the end. Now East is desperate, see that the Jack 10 is dropping, and we manage to draw the trumps and score all the tricks. This is not an easy board at all. This is not an easy board for betting, and it's especially not easy for the card play. But see that if you do all the analysis right, you can actually manage to make these vulnerable games, and look at that, score 11 imps on that single board. So let's just have a look, because this is very interesting how people reacted to this one. And sorry, I will move myself a bit and see that I was the only one who bid and make this game, scoring plus 11. Then those people who made 10 tricks but didn't reach it scored plus 2, and a couple of people, well, actually the majority of people made 2 spades with an over trick. See, 3 players tried to bid for spades, so they might have invited or analyzed the board the same, being aggressive, but they failed to actually make. And my real good suggestion is, if you are not lazy with counting, just do the math. Think the losers from the side which has either the long trumps, or if the trumps are 4-4, think losers with the semi-balanced or unbalanced hand, so with the more distributional one, and think how you cover them immediately in the bidding. And once you think that you can make 10 tricks based on a finesse or a split, or that it is there if partner has good cards, bid aggressively, because you already know how you will be declaring the hand, because you are thinking losers. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you didn't do so. You can become a sponsor of the videos. Just text me and we can agree on the form of sponsorship, or just watch the videos and help me to promote my YouTube channel to get with more videos like this one. Thank you guys, and see you in the next video.